And we are now live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this English lesson. My name is Jack from tofluency.com. And welcome to you. I hope you are going to enjoy this lesson. I'm sure you will. We are going to talk about hobbies and interests. I'm going to share questions you can ask people when talking about hobbies, how to talk about your hobbies and interests. And also, I'm going to share 3 strange hobbies from around the world. So if you are new here, then please subscribe to this channel. I create about 5, 6, sometimes 7 lessons every week here on YouTube, and this is for anyone learning English. So if you are learning English, thank you so much for being here. I'm just going to double check everything is working okay. Let's have a look in the live chat. I'll bring up the live chat. Are you ready to see the comments? Nope, wrong thing. 1 second, everybody. Please bear with me. Here it is here. Okay, so we have Rosario, Mo here, Alexander, Skyfall, Furblog from Mexico, Leo is here as well. If you are joining live, come say hi in the comment section. We have just got started. Again, if you're watching the replay, know that there'll be lots of stuff for you below. So be able to have a look at the links, the description, the analysis of this lesson in there. And also, there is a link where you can download my free book. It's a 5-step plan for English fluency. So we also have Olga here. Are you fine? I am doing very well. I'm a little bit tired this afternoon. And at the moment, remember in my other live lesson I said, sometimes when you're tired, you just need some water. But my water bottle is leaking. It's leaking. So that means when I drink, some water comes out and it goes all over me. So I'm not going to drink too much water in this lesson. I've missed a few comments. Heidi's here. We've got Jama, Abby, got someone from Kazakhstan. Good to have you. Amelia, Arshad, Luffy speaks. Oh, so many people. Let's have so many people joining. This is great. We've got over 70 people watching live. Let's talk about what we are going to discuss today. But first, this is the Fluency Show. This is where you can learn English here live on YouTube. Now, yesterday I released a video. This is a picture on your screen now. And I gave the title, the headline, The Way I Speak. Now, in this video, I basically told everyone the problem I have because some learners want me to speak slowly, others want me to speak normally. And I've been thinking about this recently, and I got so many comments, about 100 comments within the first 24 hours. So thank you if you have responded to that. So I'm just trying to work all this out, which means I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do. And I think I'm going to speak more or less normally moving forward. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Also, in that video, I said this is a presentation style as well. So when I give a presentation, I need to speak clearly. And when you speak clearly, you tend to slow down a little bit. Now, take a look at this picture here. This is a picture I took yesterday. And it's related to what we're going to talk about today. But I also wanted to share something with you too, because on Friday, I'm going to release a new video. And this is a special Christmas video. Now, I filmed the video, I shot the video in this location. And I'm not going to tell you exactly where this is now, but know that this is going to be what you see in the background. Now, the other reason why I put this picture on here is because of this. take a look at this sentence here. I'll read it and then I want you guys to repeat it. I've been getting into photography again. I've been getting into photography again. Good. So this is a sentence that we're going to look at now. I've been getting into photography again. Now, this is in the present perfect continuous, okay? So this basically is saying, recently, I've been getting into photography again. Now, let's have a look at this. Get into something. To get into something means that you are starting to become interested in something. You're starting to become interested in something. So to be into something means you are interested in something. To get into something, this is like the change from not being into something to being into something. And it's basically saying this is something quite new. Let's just have a quick look at the comments. Dung Vu is going to bed. Oh, you can watch the replay in tomorrow. Carolina says, great picture, Jack. Thank you. Yeah, and this is what I'm talking about. I have been getting into photography again. I have started to do this as a hobby. Now, I put again because I used to be into photography. I've had various stages where I was into photography. So firstly, when I went traveling in 2007, that's when it started. Then when I moved to Spain, I took a lot of photos in Spain. And then also when I moved to Asheville, and recently again. So I've been getting into photography again. The other day, somebody wrote this comment or asked me this question on the YouTube channel. Are you into politics? Are you into politics? And as I said before, to be into something means to be interested in something. Be into something means to be interested in something. To get into something means you're starting to become interested in something. It's like that change. We're talking about changes. A lot of the time with get, we use it to talk about changes. It's getting dark. I'm getting bored, etc. The change from light to dark. It's getting dark. I'm getting bored. I was interested, but now I'm getting bored. I can say, I hope you're not getting bored of this lesson. I hope you find this lesson very interesting. I hope you're not getting bored. Naf says, can you please make a video related to finance and banking? I'll make a note of that. Ayub, I've been getting into teaching human resources. How many years did you live in Spain? I lived in Spain for 2 years. I lived in Spain for 2 years. And while I was in Spain, I got into photography, or I was into photography in Spain. So to be into something, in the past, I was into photography in Spain. So let's just repeat this sentence. Repetition. Are you into politics? Are you into politics? Good. So the other thing now, and I was thinking about this before, about the best question or the best way to ask a question about somebody's hobbies and interests. Because there are lots of ways we can do this. We can ask many different questions. And I was thinking about it. There's no natural question that I can think of. There's not one question that you can use for everything. So I've got a few examples for you. And some of these, they vary. I've actually got 3 examples. And the third one, it's just not that common. It's not that common to ask this. But you'll probably see this all the time in English textbooks. So let's have a look at the first question. What do you like to do in your spare time? What do you like to do in your spare time? So this means your spare time is time when you're not working or when you're not studying. And as someone who has his own business, so I have my own business, and as someone who has 2 children, I don't have any spare time. I have no spare time. However, I do get a little bit here and there. There's like this, if my wife puts my son to bed, then I have about half an hour in the evening. I might also have a little bit in the morning. Like this morning, I woke up at 5:30. My son didn't wake up until 7, so I had about an hour and a half in bed watching YouTube videos. But yeah, I don't have any spare time. So when people say, what do you like to do in your spare time? It's not that easy for me. However, let's have a look at another way to ask this question. What are you into? What are you into? So to be into something, to be interested in something. This one isn't that common, but if it's a specific situation, then you can talk about it. For example, I can say, I can talk about photography and say, I love photography. I love taking pictures, blah, 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 blah. What are you into? Are you into anything? Something like that. What are you into? So let's repeat this sentence. What are you into? What are you into? And guys, let's also answer this question. So in the comment section, what do you like to do in your spare time? What do you like to do in your spare time? I imagine a lot of people have been answering this. Yes, they have. I like listening to music or walking. Leisure time equals spare time, exactly. In my free time is another way. I learn English with Jack, very good. Are you keen on? Great question as well. Are you keen on traveling? Do you like traveling? I've been getting into British accents. I'm into pop music. I prefer watching documentaries, very cool. I prefer to learn English with you, sir. I like to go jogging and listen to English in my spare time. I like reading books and enhancing my English skills and working out. Very good. Ollie, this lesson is very interesting. Thanks. I like reading when I have spare time. What's the difference between spare time and free time? Thank you, Leonardo. Good to see you. There's no real difference. Free time, spare time, it's the same thing. I'm into music. I'm also into photography. I'm into drawing. I'm into playing piano. I like surfing the internet in my spare time. I like listening to music. A few people, okay, use that preposition to. Use that preposition to. Ilkin, ask that question later. In my spare time, I go to the gym. I like to play guitar, listening to your lesson. I'm into learning English all the time. I like learning languages. I love going paragliding. That's Felix. Flying with birds. Fantastic. Singing, playing guitar and surfing. I like visiting my relatives. I'm into watching soccer. Very good. Wow. Lots of great answers there. Great answers. If you are enjoying this lesson, can you see what I'm doing? Give it the thumbs up. Okay, give it the thumbs up. Also, if you are new, just click that button, that subscribe button. And if you are subscribed, there should be a button next to it, a little bell. Click that and your phone will send you a notification when I go live and when I upload a new video. Okay, so definitely take 2 seconds to do that. Take 2 seconds to do that. Another question. What hobbies do you have? What hobbies do you have? Okay, that's another way to ask this. But this is probably the least common. People don't tend to ask this question. I think the most common is, what do you like to do in your spare time? What do you like to do when you're not working? Something like that. Here is what I'm into. And soon we're going to see three other very strange examples. So anyway, I am into photography, football, history, learning new things. Photography, football, history, learning new things. So that is what I am into. So photography, as I said before, I was into photography at different stages, and I'm getting into photography again. Should also add making videos, because I love making videos, but this is my job. So it's not really a hobby. You know, it's not really something I do in my spare time, but I love it. I love it. I love making videos and making lessons. Football and soccer. Okay, so I grew up playing and watching football all the time. And I try to watch a little bit of football when I can. Here is when I do have spare time. I actually have spare time on Saturday and Sunday when my son takes a nap. So usually he takes a nap for 2 hours, and that's when I have a bit of spare time. But last Sunday, I decided to spend that time here in the office teaching English. So football, really into it. History, I love history. I'm looking for a history book. My history books are at home. But I love history. I love listening to audiobooks on history, reading books, watching documentaries, listening to podcasts about history. It's just a topic that really interests me. And the last one, learning new things. I love to learn. I love to learn new things, to think about like, okay, I want to learn French, and then really spend time doing this and enjoying it. So those are things that I'm into. Again, photography, football, history, learning new things. Let's have a look at the comment section. Parvana is into drawing. Very cool. Great. Geraldo, I've been getting into your English classes and I like to see your videos. Thank you. I love to make photography. So Albert, okay, you're asking how to say it. I love to take photographs. I love to take photos. Okay, I love to take photos. You can also say I love taking photos. Now, when we say I love taking photos, this suggests that you do it. For example, I can say I love taking photos because at the moment I'm doing it. But I can say I love to go traveling. I love to go traveling because I don't go traveling that often. So we use to go, to take, if it's something we like to do, but we're not really doing it right now. We use I love going traveling if it's something that you do. I love making videos because it's something that I do at the moment. Yeah. Can you call a hobby a passion? Yeah, you can. You can say, I'm really passionate about things. People use this word a lot at the moment. I'm passionate about photography, but it's really strong. People use it mainly talking about their business. I'm passionate about teaching English. It's my passion. It's my passion. It's something that I really enjoy doing. Now, I've got 2 more phrases related to hobbies and interests. And one of them, I need your feedback on this. I need you to complete the sentence, okay? I'd love to take more pictures, but. I'd love to take more pictures, but. I want you to complete that sentence. It might be true for your case. You can make things up. You can invent something. I'd love to take more pictures, but. While you're just coming up with that, while you're writing those sentences, let's look at that first bit. I would love to. I would is suggesting it's hypothetical. It's suggesting that you don't take pictures, but if something were different, then you would take more pictures. I would love to take more pictures, but. Okay, let's see what people are saying. I'll just go back to some of the comments. I'm into watching American movies. I love reading biology books. I have a passion for reading. Very good. Ilkin says, yeah, but unfortunately I don't have a professional camera to do so. Great example. I'd love to take more pictures, but I don't have a professional camera. Anyone else with some examples of this? I've got another example question for you soon. I'd love to take more pictures, but I'm tired and I prefer to take a rest. Yeah, this is another one. Alessandra, but I'm not an expert. I'd love to take more pictures, but I'm not an expert. I'd love to take more pictures, but I don't always have time to do it. I'd love to play more basketball, but I don't have spare time. Sevda is sharing my book, 5 Steps for English Fluency. There is a link in the description. Download it for free. I'd love to take more pictures, but I forgot my memory card. That happened to me 2 days ago. I was going to take pictures around town, but I forgot my memory card. I'm running short of time. Very good. I'd love to take more pictures, but I do not have a professional camera. Gardening is one of my favorite activities in summer. Thank you. And Lulu says, actually, I'm not into photography. Thank you for sharing, everyone. Okay, I've got another one for you. Let's go back to this. Are you ready for the next one? Next year, I've made a little mistake there. Watch this. Just putting an extra comma there. Next year, I'm going to take up. Next year, I'm going to take up. Now, to take up something means to start a new hobby. Okay? Take up football, take up photography, take up guitar, take up swimming. Let me know. What are you going to take up next year? So next year, complete this sentence. Next year, I'm going to take up, and I want you to finish that sentence. Let's bring back the comments. We've got some other ones. I'd love to take more pictures, but I don't have a camera, and you don't want me to take more pictures. Thank you, Bob. I'd love to take more pictures, but my iPhone is only 32 gigabytes. What a great example. Yeah, people run out of memory on their phone, so they can't take more pictures. I would love to have the same meaning. Do they have the same meaning? Love is stronger. I'd love to take more pictures, but I'd like to take more pictures. Love is stronger. I love to travel, but I don't have enough money. Okay, we've got some new ones coming in. Next year, I'm going to take up acupuncture. Next year, I'm going to take up singing. Next year, I'm going to take up budgeting and financial risks. Wow. So you're going to take up learning this. Next year, I'm going to take up basketball. What's your name? Malika. I'm no longer young enough to take up new things. That's not true. You can learn things at any age. Next year, I'm going to take up learning Spanish. Very good. Hussein, next year I'm going to take up playing tennis. I'm going to take up exploring South America. Yeah, take up traveling, you can say. Next year I'm going to take up learning crochet. This is so interesting. Take up English courses. Take up swimming. Take up working out. I'm going to take up... you can... In that case, I'm going to take... If you're going to talk about like an exam, I'm going to take this exam, but not take up an exam. Because take up is to take up a hobby. To take up a hobby. Very good. Okay. So, next year, I am going to take up French. I'm going to take up learning French. I'm going to take up French. I'll repeat that again. I'm going to take up French. Don't know why I said that so quickly. But, that's what I'm going to do next year. I'm really excited about it. I'm going to make a new video of this. CS group, I do not understand the meaning of take up. It means to start a new hobby. To take up learning French. French is a hobby. Learning French is a hobby. I'm going to take up learning French. Okay, I've got something really interesting for you. Look at this on your screen. It's the top strangest hobbies in the world. There's one that is incredible. But this is from top10s with a Z.com. I'll leave the link in the description. Top strangest hobbies in the world. Let's look at number 1. Mooing. Mooing. I'm going to read this to you. This is from the article. We all know there are people superb at imitating animal calls, but believe it or not, there is such a thing as competitive mooing. There is such a thing as competitive mooing. Now, this bit where it says at the end, there is such a thing as, what it's saying is, this is actually true. Okay? There's actually something called competitive mooing. There is such a thing as competitive mooing. Now, to look at the first bit, people superb at, to be good at. People are good at, to be superb at, to be amazing at. People superb at imitating animal calls. Okay, to imitate, to copy, to do something like the animal does. So there's this thing where people imitate cows and they have competitions for it. It's really different. As I say, this is the title is Strangest Hobbies in the World. The top 10 strangest hobbies in the world. The next one. In fact, I just need to do something really quickly. But the next one is very, very strange. In fact, I'm going to put it on your screen. Can you read this? I'm going to share a picture. So just read this. Can you read this? Okay, hopefully I can share this with you. I can't share, but you'll have to go to the article. There's a picture of someone who has collected his belly button or navel fluff. I'm going to read this to you. Graham Barker collects his own navel fluff. He has a Guinness World Record recognizing his collecting of the stuff for more than 20 years. He started in 1984, keeps it all in carefully labeled jars, and has greeted every single question about why he collects navel fluff with, why not? So, this person, it's his hobby, his interest. He's into this. He collects the fluff in his belly button and puts it into different jars. And I'll leave the link in the description. Click the link and take a look at this. It's in different jars. I wish I could share this. Maybe I'll try again in a second, but it's pretty incredible. It's pretty incredible to actually just see this, to see him collecting his own belly button fluff. His own belly button fluff. Let's see the comments. What are people saying? Navel fluff. What is that? Fluff. What is it? Okay, this is off topic. Raceneman says you tend to pronounce superb with a French vowel pronunciation. Maybe it's the start of it. Superb. Superb. Don't know how to say it. But Heiter, it's so strange. Interesting. It's gross. Ilkin. Great word. Great use of the word gross. It is gross. That means it's disgusting. People are asking what navel fluff is. Let me have a look. I'm going to share this picture. I'm going to make sure I can share it. 1 second, everybody. I think it's display capture. Okay, you can see it on your left. This might be a bit weird in a second, but you can see this is what this person collected. It's all the fluff from his belly button. It's that little strange stuff that's in your belly button that comes from your clothes. So this is what this person has collected. Belly button fluff. Whew. Should have ended on that one. But let's go to a third one. It is not as strange, but quite strange. And I use this example because it's got some great language. Milk bottle collecting. Paul Luke likes milk. Not as in he enjoys a nice cold glass with lunch. As in, he's kind of really into milk as a hobby. So this person, what he does is he collects milk bottles. He has, listen to this, he has over 10,000 milk bottles in his own museum at home. He has his own little place at home where he keeps 10,000 milk bottles. So people have strange hobbies. But it's kind of interesting. Now, speaking of milk bottles, I did make a video where I talked about how I used to deliver milk. I used to deliver milk when I was, I think, 13, 14. And I rode on the back of a milk cart and put milk on people's doorsteps. And we did this, I think it was 3 times a week from 5 until 7 a.m. I was so tired. Because then I used to deliver milk at 5 a.m. Then have breakfast, go to school, play football or basketball at lunchtime, have the afternoon at school, play sports in the evening, do my homework, go to bed, do the milk round again. It was crazy, really long days, but quite enjoyable. So a couple of things here, okay. I want to just talk about this. Look at the last bit. He's kind of really into milk as a hobby. So he's into milk as a hobby. But notice the extra words in here. He's kind of really. What I like about this article, I'll put this back on. What I like about this article is that it's very conversationally written. It's written like someone is speaking. He's kind of really into milk as a hobby. Kind of really. It's fun, isn't it? He's kind of really into milk as a hobby. So we have 3 strange hobbies there. I'm going to bring up the comment section again. Seems like the comments have stopped for whatever reason. I'm not quite sure why. But anyway, let's have a look. Let's see if I can bring them up down here. Anyway, let's continue. Well, that's actually the end of the lesson. Okay, let's have a summary now. So what we've talked about is that I am into photography, that I am getting into photography again, or I can use a present perfect. I've been getting into photography again. Now, to get into something is the change, to go from nothing to be into something. And to be into something means that you're interested in something, because somebody asked me this question: are you into politics? Now, here are the 2 questions. Feel free to answer these if you're watching the replay. I'd love to take more pictures, but next year I'm going to take up. And then we saw the strange hobbies: mooing, competitive mooing, navel fluff collecting. And if you don't, a great thing here, if you're unsure what this means, navel fluff, just search for it in Google Images, and then you'll find lots of pictures of people's belly buttons and fluff, which is fantastic. Maybe don't do that at work. Maybe wait until you get home. Navel fluff collecting, and then milk bottle collecting. Okay? Milk bottle collecting. Ollie, I'm not going to read that comment. It's very strange. But yeah, thank you everyone for being here. This has been a lot of fun for me. I've had a lot of fun. I hope you have enjoyed it as well. If you have, then watch my other videos. I record a lot of live lessons, small videos, long videos, etc. So check out my other videos. Subscribe if you're new. It'll take you a second. And if you are already subscribed, click that notification bell, and then you'll be able to get notified every time I go live. And then share this lesson. Share it with your friends. Share it on WhatsApp. Share it on Facebook. Share it by email. Share it on Pinterest. Share it on Twitter. Share it on Google+. Share it on VK. Share it wherever you want to share it. So thank you, everybody. It's been great to have you here. I really appreciate you spending this time with me. And be sure to get to watch my Christmas video that's coming on Friday. Okay, everybody, thanks again. Speak to you all soon.